Months of uncertainty, 9 days of that eligibility trial. We do have a decision. As I mentioned earlier, the headline today might be Detroit is eligible for bankruptcy. We can now reorganize under that Federal Bankruptcy Act, often known as Chapter 9. But where does that leave the DIA, the Detroit Institute of Arts, some say valued at over $5 billion? Well, right now, emergency manager Kevin Orr and a team assessing the value of the artwork inside the DIA. Over my shoulder here is the Spirit of Detroit. It looks over Woodward Avenue. Woodward Avenue up about 2 miles. That is where the DIA is. And right now, Kim Russell is there with the latest. Kim.
Yeah, I was really surprised that all of this art was just in Detroit.
Summer Sabas lives in New Zealand but is in town visiting loved ones. They decided to go to the Detroit Institute of Arts today. While there, she felt amazement.
I didn't think that the Van Goghs would have been here, but they are.
Her discovery comes as questions about the world-class museum's future continue. Detroit's creditors have asked for the city to sell assets, such as its art collection, to raise money to pay off debts. Today at federal court, Judge Stephen Rhodes didn't rule out the possibility, but said art should not be sold to solve a short-term problem.
To make that sort of a decision to sell that art would be moving us all collectively in the wrong direction. And also, just from a financial perspective, it just doesn't make sense.
Just the idea of selling DIA pieces outrages Oakland County Treasurer Andy Meisner. He says money from a millage in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb County is paying for much of the museum's operating costs.
The proceeds of the millage that the citizens of Oakland County supported, those are very much on the line.
Looking at the Detroit industry murals at the DIA, you see what led to the city's greatness, and you also see what fell, leading to the city's bankruptcy. People looking at the art at the museum today say protecting the art is about more than keeping something expensive in the city's hands. It's about protecting culture and history.
It's irreplaceable and doesn't really have a value that you can place on it in terms of dollars and cents. It's more valuable than that.
It's just a treasure. I can't say more than that.
The DIA says it will fight to protect its art. In Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.